Recording in progress.
But so they're good. They're pretty dang good. The solar collector's a little obvious. You gotta put it on the south side of the tree or whatever you're using. I'm just ordered another one. I'm gonna put this new one remote. And they're supposed to last 30 days without power at all. And mentioned this weekend, right?
I saw that on the email.
Yeah, you read the email? Jeez, unlike some people, yeah.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you fine.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
I got you. I don't think I heard you the first time, but I got you now.
Okay, I can turn the volume up a little bit if you want me to.
That's no, we're good. You're good.
And you're back in California. Or are you in outer space? I can't
No,
really.
I'm back in California.
And same as outer space, so yeah, very similar.
Pretty close.
How was your trip?
How was my trip?
And you got any smoke? Man,
Uneventful. Yeah, I left the morning after our last meeting.
Okay.
Oh, dark 100 out of CVG.
Yeah, we sometimes call that too blank and early, o'clock.
Yeah, well, that's a possibility also. But no, we had to get back here. We had a bunch of stuff going on here that had to be taken care of. So we were 6 months and 1 day in Milford.
Okay.
that's probably enough. Are you
Well,
happy to be home?
I live in kind of a virtual world, so where I am doesn't matter as long as I've got good internet connectivity. I guess the shorter answer is I would have preferred to stay in Milford, but Barbara was anxious to get home, so you know, if mama's happy, I'm happy, and vice versa.
There you go.
Heard that rumor.
Oh, not shot of the ceiling there. Oh, okay, here we go. Well, we got a robot.
Yep, I'm working on it. Haven't quite got there yet, but I'm working on it. And
Oh, this is the AI robot.
yeah, at least that's the working theory.
Okay.
So I was telling Leroy they're working on the single atomic layer transistors now with graphene as part of the system. So that should improve the computing power to from the gigahertz regions to 1,000 times faster, they're saying. Okay.
Okay.
So now we should be able to use our phones for everything, huh?
Problem with the phone is the screen is so small that you really can't make out anything of detail.
Now they ought to get the OLEDs on the roll-up screens. We expect to see your phones go round and then you just roll them out if you need a bigger screen.
Okay. Okay there, Barry?
Yeah.
Maybe
With allergies?
Trying. Every once in a while.
Present. That's me.
A couple weeks ago, I thought I was gonna die. I was in a friend's car for like 3 hours. I don't know what was in his car, but it lit me up like a Christmas tree. It took me 3 days to stop sneezing my head off.
Does he have animals? Like a
I
dog?
was wondering if he had a cat or something that had been riding around in his car. He said he didn't have one, so I was like, all right.
Well, maybe it's his girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
I had girlfriends like that, yeah. Usually they're allergic to me though.
Oh, okay. When we left, there was still a lot of pollen in the air. The number of trees in the neighborhood that were blooming like mad.
my car was covered in orange stuff this morning. From all the pine trees.
We got rain out here now, Art, so hopefully some of that'll wash away.
Well, I don't think we've had any rain since the 7th, have you?
Yeah, well, it's last week and been like a week and a day or something since we had well, no, it rained night before last.
I think it rained
Oh,
last,
okay.
yeah.
I'll have to take a look at my rain gauge.
I forgot about we got a like really heavy storm after we planted the corn. Rained
It
for
was
about
raining
3
lightly when
hours.
I left home.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's sprinkling where I'm
Today?
here.
Yeah,
It's been kind of
Okay.
sprinkling in places all over today. It sprinkled on me and Amelia on the way over this morning, but I've been in a server room the rest of the day, so.
ah,
Oh,
they keep you in the dark most of the time
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
yeah. I got the same thing, yeah.
Anybody good at building Exchange servers? 'Cause I have no clue what I'm doing. Yeah, the two friends I do know, that's basically what they told me.
Yeah.
They said, go away.
They crawfish on you. They were gone. All you see was the claws in the air, and then they were gone.
I told the company they were dumb as a box, it's not what they want to do, but they're very convinced that they want an on-prem Exchange server.
Well, that's okay. You know, they got money. Yeah. All I gotta do is
I've
find-
yet to see any, so.
Yeah, oh, well, that's a different story.
Yeah,
You didn't tell them to do an exchange.
Price wasn't involved. They never did say what they're.
Well, sound like you,
So,
you come to see us. That's a thing to do. They ain't got any money. You can come see us. You know the place where you go where people don't have any money, that's us. And we don't make you do stuff you don't want to do. Well, not too many things anyway.
yeah.
You just,
Well, that's the thing. I've been trying to get them to like, let me work on this stuff on Wednesdays because it's like I'm across the street. So it's like, heck. But then they usually want done doing Tuesdays or Thursdays the last couple of weeks. And
that's a call in. Then. That's 4 hours.
yeah,
Let's call it. We know how to handle these guys. Okay.
they finally think we quasi straightened out some of the DNS stuff that the boss screwed up last week. So they won't give me access to any of the stuff that I need to do to finish the configuration. And I don't know the passwords to any of their DNS stuff. So we're really dependent on them knowing what they're doing, and they have no clue.
Okay. Anybody see a picture of Art? He's kind of looking dark these days.
Art hasn't moved. So I'm guessing Art
Should I
has,
move?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're black
You're-
on my screen.
you're frozen. It's just a picture of you.
Yeah. May need to get a
Really?
height pick, chipping. Yeah, I got a black picture. You're better than mine. Mine's black. And the
I can
meetings,
I can see myself perfectly.
yeah,
Yeah, you're not moving. It's,
Pretty rough. on
oh yeah,
that side.
you've got there's actually a black screen on you too.
and you got the Grand Poobah is black, but I can see you in the Grand Poobah screen over here.
That's interesting.
It's Chromecast doesn't play nice with other
I
stuff.
can see all 3 screens.
It's Zoom.
The
Yeah.
Chromecast has been good, perfect with this forever. They're gonna terminate the Chrome version in August, but That's not quite here yet.
Well, they
I-
probably turned it off early.
Yeah, just to mess with me.
So my phone, right, was supposed to expire in what, G3 went away in March or May.
Hmm.
So I turned my other phone off in November. Even though I still had like 4 or 5 more months to go.
That was nice. of them.
AT&T was like, sorry, go get
Well,
another phone.
We're migrating to Mint.
Yeah,
Leroy's our scapegoat. He jumped in and he said Mint's okay, just like Republic. It's okay.
that for quite a while. Oh, the cell phone.
Yeah,
And $25, what, 16 a month if you do a year contract.
if you pay for the entire year, it's
I was gonna say,
16 bucks.
it's decent. It worked
For-
pretty well.
4 gigs of data. I've not come close to using 4 gigs of data. But I mostly use Wi-Fi. I mean, I turn the data off unless I really need it. So,
Honestly, I usually only use data for maps.
F4 is plenty enough for me.
yeah, I mean,
Well, I used to have like a gig and so,
that's why, we had a gig with Republic, and that's why I got used to turning the data on and off as needed.
Yeah.
So I'm not even come close to using anything with Mint.
I'm not even over a gig. I mean, I got like 800 meg.
I-
Yeah.
At
Before I
best,
hit a
at
gig.
best, according to their figures, I'm using 200 meg a month, which is impossible. I'm using more than that. I know I am, but whatever.
Yeah.
well,
Long as
some
it's
stuff's considered free depending on where it's coming from. AT&T owns a couple things they don't charge you for whoever they negotiated with.
It's still a T-Mobile network. So Sprint T-Mobile.
Yeah.
So you can see the robot Art. I've got a black screen and Art hasn't moved. I don't know, maybe.
I can see the robot sitting right in front of you. I also see the Pepsi bottle. It looks like it's half empty already.
Yeah.
And when I see your screen, you are behind your laptop. I can see your hand, no problem.
That's very weird. Maybe I've got some, either I've got some latency issues or Jim's got some latency issues or something,
You
because
guys are waiting to see each other.
it's
So
something
you
weird.
can't see me at all?
Well, all I see is like a blackish green curtain. And now it just said my internet became unstable. A blackish green curtain, you sitting in a chair with a tan cloth over it, and you with your hand in front of your face. But you haven't moved since I started the video.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm moving, I can tell you.
So
I am in front of the my green screen.
see, you're kind of choppy. So I'm wondering if that's me or if that's you.
The library.
Don't know.
Library, probably.
I'll try dropping and reconnecting. Oh, we can do a check the throughput.
Library doesn't trust that California.
What's the name of their website?
I just turned on my fixed face. Now that goes off and I'm back again.
Now you're just a black screen. Something definitely weird is going on. Maybe Zoom's having some
What's
issues.
the test site? Speedtest.net.
Maybe Zoom's having some issues.
Speedtest.net's not coming up. quick.
I had some problems with Zoom earlier today, and it turned out it depended on which Chrome I open, because I've got 3 different Gmail accounts now.
Yeah.
Each of which is attached to a specific Chrome. So if I open it in this one here, works.
I can't even get to
The other
speed
two
test.
don't.
Speed test is wacko.
Screen 460. That's 10 times more.
And look at the upload speed. The upload speeds are insane at the library.
Well, you got that up, the download is decent, they're 60.
But
That's,
the upload is insane.
I go get my torrent box. I'll make some fun.
No doubt. I mean, the upload is insane.
I'm gonna restart because I can't even run the
I've-
speed test. I'm gonna dump out.
I don't
I'll be
know.
back. I'll
I
be
should've brought my
back.
laptop. I could have grabbed a couple movies while I was here.
Leave meeting. Okay, I left the meeting.
They throttle.
Okay, so Jim is rebooting.
Oh,
Yeah, I just signed out. I'm
You
gonna
can't play
sign
it
in
anymore without
again.
getting in trouble with you. Don't trip. Little traffic through the
Maybe.
switcher one, nobody knows the difference.
I'm out of the meeting. A speed test finally is downloaded 120. Oh, now it's 143. Oh, it's up testing now. The download was okay.
I don't think it's the library causing issues. It maybe something Zoom has done. Who knows?
Or somebody in between. Could be an outage in Colorado or something.
Could be the rain. Could be a spy site. You know, they were talking about some cyber attacks not too long ago.
I'll look at cyber attacks every day since before Ukraine
Yeah,
got invaded.
but they were talking about some specific.
I can't get to the Zoom site now. That's interesting. I was redirected, redirecting you to
I bet
US
Zoom's having
06
an issue.
web.
Chinese, I suspect. I
There,
don't
there was something I read that they were targeting specific boxes that major companies are using. I bet that.
Well,
I bet there's a DDS attack going on.
It's probably Art back there on the left coast. He's jamming. He's out there with those
I don't think so.
weirdos. Yeah. Those weirdos are affecting.
I actually did upgrade my local copy of Zoom here. I don't know if that has any impact or not. But since I hadn't been here for 6 months, I figured, what the heck? And because the first time I tried to get Zoom started, it wouldn't start at all. And I thought that the problem was maybe it was an old version. Well, turns out the problem is which email I'm using or which Gmail I'm using to connect to Chrome. Okay,
Yeah, I just checked. Doesn't say that there's an update,
Oh,
so I'm running the latest version of Zoom.
I can see Art and he appears to be moving.
Well,
am I moving now?
I move your hand, wave at us. Don't see no waving.
He waved a little bit when we first came on.
He moved a little bit. I saw him move. Oh, there he goes. He did move. Now we see a hand. And the hand's not, oh, the hand moving, the hand is moving. Okay. It's intermittent movement, but that's.
Really?
no, there, people are back, people are back, people are back. Okay, I don't know what just happened, but I'm seeing things. I'm frozen. I see myself frozen, but I see Art's moving.
I can see
Barry's
Leroy
moving.
Leroy's moving.
Now I'm moving. Okay. I don't know what happened. I suspect.
Did you reboot Leroy or what?
No, I actually told the screen to go to full screen and then I minimized it again. And that seemed to correct the issue. So perhaps it was me. Perhaps I just don't know. I don't know. I really don't. So. We want to talk about my toy,
Sure.
or do we want, because my toy might blow stuff up.
Those are the best kind of toys.
This is the robot. It is not functional. I was going to try to show a video of the original. The guy has, it's a tracked robot. It's ESP32 based. It uses 2 ultrasonic sensors, and it bounces off walls and stuff for a few seconds, and then once it learns, it starts navigating itself through this maze, and he changes the maze while it's moving around, so it changes. I've run into a few issues that I wasn't expecting, least of which, or most of which, was the ESP32. Actually was giving me all kinds of hate and discontent. So I ended up using a banana pie. I'm frozen again. I ended up using a banana pie bit, which is a replacement for the microbit processor, and a starry bit made by
Adapt.
Or adapted, which was originally for the microbit, of course. And I 3D printed a holder for some ultrasonics, made a little mount so I could actually get it mounted on this thing, because it's actually a little bit too wide, and it's also not quite wide enough. It's weird. Anyway, I 3D printed me a little holder thing, got it on there. It's actually pretty firm. I could pick it up by that if I wanted. Biggest issue, this chassis only has 1 3-volt output and 1 ground, which when you're trying to run 2 ultrasonics, that's a problem. And most ultrasonics, at least the cheap ones, are 5 volts. That's a problem. So I found some ultrasonics. I've got to order tonight from Adafruit. They're $4 a piece, but they are 3-volt ultrasonics. I'm going to put a little breadboard on here and just run 3-volt wires off of it. But I think that's going to solve at least one problem. I got it programmed right now to dry. Let's. So I was did some playing around just to make sure that I could actually drive with this microbit replacement.
Hey, Vicente.
And I could control the speed of the wheels. The other weird thing about this one, for whatever reason, the left wheel is always on when it's powered up. And if you listen really close, you could hear it moving.
It's on. ESP32.
ESP32. it's only partially compatible with this board, this replacement board, but that's my progress so far, which isn't much progress. So I'm going to order some some 3-volt ultrasonics tonight, and hopefully they'll be here within a couple of days, because I'm going to order them from the States. So hopefully they're here pretty fast. That's it. That's my thing.
Why two ultrasonic sensors?
Oh, you don't know what this project is, do you? It's a neural net.
Uh-huh.
So there's going to be a left ultrasonic and a right ultrasonic, and then it's going to come in. It's going to have 3 nodes, and it's going to compare those 3 nodes and try to figure out if it should be going forward, reverse,
Okay.
turn left, turn right. And when at first I can't show I'm having some kind of connectivity problems or something. I can't really show the video, but the video, when he first starts the robot that I'm using the code from and making some small changes, it bounces off of walls, and it does not act right at all. And then eventually, after a minute or so, it starts navigating around.
It's like learning.
Yeah.
How
So that's what I'm hoping to duplicate. His was a track robot, but it was still ESP32 based. But he had 2 ultrasonics. His ultrasonics looked like they were a little bit further apart, so I'm hoping that doesn't make a whole big bit of
the
difference.
problem is they fire both simultaneously, you know, because they interact and will be a problem.
We're going to see, because I can modify all the training numbers, so I could change the training if it doesn't work right. But I had some interesting. I mean, I found that mount on Thingiverse, and of course it doesn't really belong in there, so I made that little thing to hook it up there. Is the video actually still playing? Because it's frozen on my screen.
What video?
I can see you moving,
Okay,
but you can't,
You show
let's see.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it
I'm
stopped
I'm
moving.
just having some weird
Or,
issues.
yeah, I'm having issues too.
It's gotta be Zoom.
Is this a double A?
Well,
No,
I'm
that is
having
one of those,
throughput issues to home.
1450,
It's a lithium thing, okay.
3.7 volt, which was another problem because most ultrasonics are 5 volts. So I've got to
Yeah, you
order,
told me.
I've got to order the 3.7 or the 3.3 volt ultrasonics
We run speed
and hope
tests.
that they work on 3 volt.
Speed
which they
tests
will.
is sick.
I don't have any problem with that.
Let me pull this out.
But that's all the further I've got. I got to order those things. I'm just happy that I was able to kind of jerry rig the.
Too many LEDs for the battery.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, it's really,
Like one at a time. Or-
they cycle. You could program, they're NeoPixels, so you can program them to do anything. But his training data uses 25 NeoPixels and sparkles and shows as it's training, which I thought, well, that's perfect.
Yeah.
There's 25
You already have it.
there's 25 NeoPixels on this thing. So it's perfect. And if for some reason those don't work, I've got 40 NeoPixels here. So. But that's another one of the changes I got to make. For some reason, somehow he actually got the Adafruit NeoPixel library to work,
Okay.
which I've always had weird issues with the ESP32, but Fast LED works perfect with them. So that's one of the things I'm working on
You try
changing.
out.
Wake up, Barry. Barry's sleeping. Barry's sleeping.
Everybody's sleeping. I'm over here napping. It's hay fever type season. We're in trouble, Vicente. We don't know what.
That was my other, that's my other new toy right there. It's a 14 segment LED display, I2C. Plug that in, but I don't know.
I do,
Should have new gas prices.
Yeah.
I do see.
Gonna need another digit soon.
And we're having an intermittent network trouble. My uploads are at 0 now.
Yeah, we're definitely having it.
Yeah.
There's issues.
Upload test error, oh, yeah.
So you think this is the library or what?
Yeah,
I'm having trouble going through Wi-Fi here for some reason. It's intermittent.
You're not gonna be able to
so
see this
you are
real well.
transmitting this image, this one,
Oh, cool.
no?
Actually, I can see it pretty well.
No, but it's not working with your camera.
It's
The only
right,
problem,
right.
it's vertical, not horizontal.
Yeah, I didn't bring a long enough USB
It's
cable.
for learning the alphabet.
If I tried to,
Why don't you turn it upside down, Leroy?
No, they'll go off by themselves.
Oh, look at this.
Ray's
Now we're
here
back.
somewhere. I can hear him.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
here.
I can see
That's
'em.
cool. It's for learning the alphabet, right?
Right.
And your numbers.
It even does lowercase, sort of.
Yeah, it's.
Yep,
uploaded.
sort of.
Bad.
It's a little hard to make out which character is which, but it does lowercase.
Yes.
So I saw a weird old Signal Corps brochure that was talking about display. How did it read it? It was meant for items that didn't have alpha displays, and it was old. So, you know, back in the 50s when nothing had alpha displays,
That's not normal.
a way to display alpha codes using four digits. And I was like, well, that's cool. So I bought a 14
segments.
14 segment thing, not thinking that 14 segments can display the alphabet, duh.
Okay.
But
There is another with 16 segments.
the 16 segment would work better for what I wanted to do. But I couldn't find a 16 segment display reasonable. Those were only $2 or something like
I
that.
have one of those in some boxes.
Yeah.
Refresh your screens or something.
Those things, these things they're power hungry or something.
You can change the intensity, right?
Yes.
It's the
Um,
library.
It's the Adafruit library, one of the Adafruit libraries. But the way they've got this thing wired up is 3 volts for the I2C chip and 5 volts for the display. So you have to power it from 2 separate power sources. Yeah, that's what I said to him. It's like, why didn't they just put a regulator on there?
It's a regulator.
What kind of a display is it? Is that electroluminescent or LED or what?
LEDs, yeah.
Go up there, upload everything.
Well, I refreshed my display and it worked the first time.
Try screen sharing. Screen share. That does tend to mess things up, unmess things up. Let's see. Boing.
Worry about it.
And I don't have any screen. Let me get one up. Okay.
We'll all jump in and wait and get that.
Boing and share.
And I see nothing.
Okay,
Do you see something, Art?
yeah.
Okay. Now
I saw an
everybody,
upload number, a download number.
huh? Everybody's a black screen again to me. That's-
Really?
Let's try it again. Well, that was a lot of fun, so much fun.
No, I,
If they won't do it anymore. Oh, I gotta do that. And share it.
there we go.
Do you see that, Art? It's Leroy.
Oh, yeah.
It's
46.35 down and
Yeah,
78.89 up.
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
I'll stop the share.
Hey,
So Leroy, you try sharing something and see if that flips it back.
well, yeah, okay. Guess I can share the.
All I see is a black screen.
It's Leroy, I told you.
Well, then I. Okay.
There's
fine,
nothing there.
fine. All right, then I will go away. I will be back. Oh, happy birthday, Ray.
thank you.
Happy birthday.
You had to ask,
Hey.
you had to ask for yourself. I'm going to go away. I'll be back. Somebody will become meeting presentator until I'm back.
Ray, will you be at the ham invention?
Absolutely, I'll be there.
Yeah.
All right,
Are you
Give me-
going?
Give me-
I see you.
give me 2 seconds. Leave meeting. I'm leaving meeting.
Thanks to Jim, because
Uh,
I forgot the ham invention.
I will make